Okay, folks, I'm your host, the Dynamite Grip, and today I bring you the reviews of the books from last month's uh, Bento box. I bring to you the graphic novels of that box. And I have got to say right off the bat that I was split. Um, so without further ado, let's get right into it, and I'll tell you what I mean. Okay, first up is none other than the Fantastic Four. Now, personally, uh, it was so boring, and it was just basically a rehashing of the Fantastic Four uh, journey all over again, and that's why I just couldn't bring myself to totally read it. Next up, by Titan Comics, is another one that I read it. I actually got halfway through it, and I've got to say I was officially just bored with it. Um, I will say that this much, that Bento really sticks to their themes. They have yet to put out any books that in their boxes that don't have to do with the theme. And this month's theme was uh, elementals. And basically, this book read as um, a sickness that takes over this town, and it's all been started because of um, well, nobody knows the reason why until two people are discovered, and they just happen to be two scientists who have created this coral reef of some sort that can uh, eat up all the junk in the oceans. And basically it was one of those save the world uh, types of things that just goes haywire. And I mean, I don't think there was much to the story. Okay, the 4 points brought to you by Aspen Comics, and uh, this was actually a very good book. Um, it's about these four women who have these uh, superpowers, and they all have to do with like the elements, and the government tells them that the four horsemen of the apocalypse are real. Well, and that they're causing havoc. What they don't tell them, what they don't even know, is the four horsemen are actually testing these girls because they have uh, an uncle who wants to try to take over the world, and they it's basically one of those the enemy of my enemy is my friend type stories. And so the horsemen befriend these girls so that they can take out their uncle. I thought it was a good story. I thought that it was well written. I thought it had a lot of twists and turns. Um, but it was an all around good book. Last, but certainly not least, it is the Book of Death. Gilead or Gilead or whatever you want to call him. The Eternal Hero, I think is another name for him, has taken it taken it upon himself to um, protect the Geomancer, and thus left his group behind. And things are starting to happen on Earth, and his group thinks it's because of this little girl, but the Eternal Warrior knows it's something different, knows it's something else, and he is protecting this little girl. It is found out that it is something else. There is a dark being who is trying to control another geomancer. Yeah, another geomancer. But the funny thing is, he's kind of manipulating this kid into becoming a geomancer when you're not supposed to do that. It's supposed to come naturally. And by doing this, he's corrupting a lot of things and making things die. And so it is up to the Eternal Warrior and the girl that he's protecting, Tama, to um, stop this darkness. And the only thing they have to help them is, ironically, the Book of the Geomancer, which tells a lot about prophecies and things of that nature. It is brought to you by Valiant. It is a very well written book, and uh, it's just really good and highly recommended. Now, let me go on to say, as the last note, that anything I've said you should read or shouldn't read, or anything that I've liked, don't go by that. Go by what, if the cover looks interesting to you or something, go read the story. You know, you might enjoy it. Um, I am your host of Dynamite Crip, and I'll see you on the other side.